San Diego Volunteer Lawyer Program, we've been around since 1983. We're a nonprofit law firm that helps low-income and disadvantaged people by providing free legal services. And we also provide free legal services to the nonprofit organizations that assist those populations. We have a very wide justice gap, unfortunately, in America, where people that need legal services often are unable to afford to hire an attorney. So we see a lot of people that are trying to navigate the legal system on their own, often with very serious issues involving their children and families and health and safety, and in the case of small businesses, their livelihoods. So that's where we step in to provide free legal representation. We do it in a number of different areas. We have a number of different programs, in addition to the small business program, where we help victims of domestic violence, people living with HIV and AIDS, and foster youth to help them access educational services. But we started our micro business and nonprofit support program in 2018, and that program helps low-income entrepreneurs with accessing legal representation about business legal issues. Mostly our clients are minorities and women, and they have not been able to afford legal representation to help them understand the legal requirements of operating a small business. And so we provide them with legal guidance on a number of issues, from entity formation, determining whether they should be a sole proprietorship or an LLC, to help them draft business contracts, and to help with intellectual property issues, getting patents, trademarks, copyrights. And our goal is to help those businesses thrive so that the people that own them can create jobs and wealth that can be reinvested in their communities, and for nonprofits to help them focus on their mission work and not on human resources issues and things like that. Unfortunately, the clients that we serve have been some of the hardest hit clients by the pandemic. So obviously small businesses and nonprofits, but in addition to that, domestic violence victims have been potentially quarantined with their abusers. People have lost their jobs, so tenants are unable to pay their rent and potentially facing eviction, or trying to navigate the avalanche of new laws and eviction moratoria on their own. So we really had to act quickly because the services we provide to those populations are so critical. We had to figure out how to continue to provide them amidst the pandemic. So we moved very quickly to remote services, to transitioning from in-person client meetings to meeting with clients over the phone, conducting our clinics over the phone. We moved all of our applications to online applications so that people could apply for our services without having to come into our office. And then we also moved quickly to get education out into the community about the rapidly changing laws. So we did FAQs on changing laws, videos, webinars for the community, and posted them and made them available in social media and on our website.
So to clarify, SDVLP, all of our services are actually free services. It's all pro bono, but our microbusiness and nonprofit support program actually in April of this year launched our COVID-19 small business and nonprofit brief legal advice clinic to assist small businesses and nonprofits that are really struggling because of the pandemic. So businesses, nonprofits that have seen a substantial drop in their revenue because of the pandemic and the circumstances, and who otherwise are unable to afford an attorney at this time, are really encouraged to apply to this remote clinic. We have numerous attorneys from major law firms throughout San Diego who are volunteering their time to provide free remote 45-minute consultations on a variety of different legal issues that are rising out of the pandemic. So for example, employment law issues, insurance, tax law, all of the different loans and grants that are out there, bankruptcy and restructuring, a wide variety. And of course, what's happening with the eviction moratoriums and lease and commercial leases is another big one that real estate attorneys are assisting with. So It's very easy to apply to our program. Our application is entirely online. So when you apply, we're trying to get back to people as quickly as possible because the laws are really changing so rapidly right now. That's our goal is, and our mission is to provide this remote consultation so that people can get assistance as quickly as possible. And then in addition, we're also providing legal education in a shifting way so that it's all remote. So we've been providing webinars. For example, we did one in partnership with the USD's Nonprofit Institute where it was all about COVID-19 legal issues that nonprofits are facing. So those are available online as well for nonprofits to view. And we're also partnering with the San Diego Public Library to put together a comprehensive Start and Scale Your Business webinar series so that people can get the resources that they need to navigate this legal landscape right now. One of the biggest issues that we're facing right now has to do with leases and commercial leases. So we have attorneys that are helping people negotiate directly with their landlords. We're also helping with different loan assistance programs. So from helping people understand what their options are for the different loans that are out there to then once they've received funding, for example, PPP funding, figuring out how is it that they can actually disperse that money and spend that money in a way that is following all the rules and regulations. So those are big things. We also right now have been helping people who are struggling and might need to think about restructuring options or bankruptcy options, kind of know exactly what their options are, being able to speak with a restructuring attorney to know what can I do, what should I be looking out for, so that hopefully they can survive out this period. And then employment law is another big thing. So we recently helped a nonprofit organization that had furloughed their employees figure out what would be the best way to rehire and do that all according to the regulations so that then they could rebuild their capacity and spend their limited resources not on legal assistance but on actually helping the community. If through our 45-minute remote consultation they're not able to get all of their questions answered or might need further assistance after that, we are also providing further assistance. So for example, we had a client that came to us and had a consultation to look at her beauty services business contracts and kind of see how it was that they fit in with COVID, how cancellations worked under that contract that she had already had clients sign. So she had that consultation and now that same attorney is helping her draft new contracts so that moving forward for however long these circumstances might last, she's protected moving forward with these new contracts that specifically do address things like liability and social distancing and the pandemic as well. So we're really grateful to be able to have such a great network of attorneys that are providing these services. Because the law affects everyone, small businesses, nonprofits, it's something that people need to be thinking about right now and something that needs to be addressed before in the future it might compound and turn into a bigger issue. All of our services are free. Our application is quick and easy online, and the changing landscape of what is happening, things are changing on a day-by-day basis. There's new orders coming out with reopening, with reclosing. It's really hard to navigate and you don't have to do it alone. So we have our attorneys here that are experts in this and are wanting to help you understand how you can really have your business survive this period and be doing everything legally so that not only is it going to survive now, but it's also better set up to last into the future.
And if someone goes online today, fills out how long will it take before they get in touch with someone from your program?
So our clinic application, it's designed to be very short and easy to fill out. As soon as we receive it, within 24 hours, we'll get back to you. We're going to have an intake conversation with with people, really get to the root of what is needed to help, and then from there, if we've determined that they're eligible, we can assist. It's something we can assist with. We will find a pro bono attorney within hopefully that week is the timeline that we're working on. Just because things are rapidly changing so fast, we want to be able to get people the help that they need as quickly as possible. So I would say, within a few days.
So I think it's important for people to know that we have had such a great outpouring of support from the private bar, from attorneys in the community. They've really stepped up to volunteer and try to provide their expertise to help people that are experiencing this pandemic. So we have plenty of availability for appointments, for consultation. So to echo what Roya said, I know sometimes people might be hesitant to work with attorneys. Maybe they haven't worked with an attorney before, but this is really a time for you to feel very comfortable reaching out to us, and we're here to help.
It's just been very inspiring to see how the San Diego community has really gathered together to pool resources and be able to help small businesses and nonprofits survive this period of time. So if you reach out to our program, we're going to do everything we can to help you get legal services, but additionally, we're also going to help provide you with referrals to other organizations that are doing amazing work that might be able to also give you other options for relief.